DaAi Television presents films and dramas at international exhibition attract many foreign buyers. Many orphans in Taiwan lack proper care and support, potentially causing social problems. Welcome to DaAi Headlines. I'm Maggie Tsai. Thank you for joining us. The 2019 Hong Kong International Film and TV Market Exhibition was recently held. Film and TV industry from various countries gathered at the event. DaAi Televisions was one of the exhibitors, with many foreign visitors showing an interest in the DaAi films and dramas.
More than 50 countries and a total of 888 exhibitors have gathered at the Hong Kong International Film and TV Market. At the DaAi TV booth, we can see posters of DaAi dramas. Many visitors also came by to take a look.
I've seen many DaAi TV programs. I also watched some documentary films. I really think all of them are great. I was thinking how to spread the spirit of great love through these movies or TV programs and bring it to New Zealand.
For the past few years, many people realize that Taiwan TV dramas are facing difficulties overseas. For example, local soap operas broadcasted at 8 p.m. Originally, our TV dramas overseas sales have been restricted, and the number of sales weren't ideal, so I really hope that DaAi dramas can carry forward the Taiwanese film and TV industry. All of the drama consists of various cultures in different genres. Most importantly, they are based on the true stories. If you really want to know more about Taiwanese culture, then you need to watch DaAi films and dramas.
I started selling documentaries to DaAi TV, I think 2 years ago. And I really like the taste of the films of the DaAi channel and the mission.
Through this event, I hope we can let the film and media industry from all over the world know more about DaAi Television, to understand our missions, our contributions to the media industry.
For the past 20 years, DaAi Television has spread the spirit of love through dramas, TV programs, and films, hoping to purify one's mind and spread the seeds of kindness around the world.
Since 2017, Tzu Chi volunteers have been providing meals for the refugees in the Urban Nova camp in Serbia. Last year, Tzu Chi donated 5 televisions to the camp. Some refugees say that the TV programs have given them power to go on because now they feel connected to the world. Refugees are lining up to get breakfast. This is breakfast time at the Urban Nova camp. Today, it's especially cheerful because of the visit of Tzu Chi volunteers. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Since 2017, Tzu Chi has been providing 2 meals a day. The refugees remember the volunteers' kindness in their heart.
One people is good to protect the people and many product, shirt, pant, everything is give me. I thank you, I bless you, I like Taiwan people.
Volunteers send their love during every visit, as well as interacting with the refugees. Despite the language barriers, they formed an intimate interaction. Many enjoyed outdoor exercise under the warm sun. For some that can't walk outdoor, volunteers visit them personally.
Before 5 months was very bad, now is very good. And he is listening everything. If he says me or my girlfriend and doctor, and he respect all.
This is the young man whom Rose is talking about. He broke his leg in an accident, and Rose has been caring for him for months.
He come in dining room with this to take me before 2 days, and after I am crying.
Even though refugees lived a harsh life, they are surrounded by love in the refugee camp. Last September, Tzu Chi donated some televisions to the camp for them to be able to connect with the outside world.
We are very grateful to Tzu Chi because they donate us these TVs so we can share all important informations for all of refugee population in our camp, so that make our work here in this camp more useful and better.
We learn from this program love, education, peace. We love peace. Without peace, we can't educate it ourselves. I like program very much. That's very important for us.
From TV programs, these refugees have found their spiritual food as well as the power to continue moving forward. After Typhoon Haiyan damaged Leyte province in the Philippines, Tzu Chi built a Great Love Village in Paolo and also set up job training lessons for villagers to raise oyster mushrooms, which is the pride of villagers.
This spread of big and white oyster mushrooms is the hard work of villagers of Great Love Village in Paolo.
Here in Palau, we have many different job training courses. Growing oyster mushrooms is the newest.
To grow the oyster mushrooms require a lot of complicated procedures and patience. The skills they learn from Visayas State Universities are very useful.
You must concentrate and preserve oyster mushrooms because one small error can ruin the whole thing. So you really need to be focused.
5 years after Typhoon Haiyan damaged the area, Michel helped build prefabricated houses for affected residents. Now he works at a Great Love Village to offer his skill. An university student came to buy the mushrooms for a project.
It's one way din.
This is a way of supporting Tzu Chi because Tzu Chi mission is helping people in need, and this is my way of paying back. After Typhoon Haiyan, I used to be one of the beneficiaries of Work for Cash program.
Oyster mushrooms are delicious and nutritious. Thus the village plans to turn them into different products to expand its market. Then the villagers' livelihoods can be protected.
In San Bernardino, California, Tzu Chi volunteers conducted a free clinic for a total of 162 farm workers. The event was held at a local high school. As most of them work long hours, they suffer from both joint and muscle pain.
U.S. Tzu Chi volunteers held a free clinic in San Bernardino, California. Many here are farm workers and their native language is Spanish.
Some people here speak Spanish from Asia, Chinese, Taiwanese. It's not that so matter from where they come. So just need to try to help each other, okay? And maybe we can do it better. We can grow up better.
Most of the patients who come here are farm workers who often work long hours, leading them to muscle pain. Whenever I see a patient's face beaming with smile, I will, of course, be happy too. I really enjoy treating patients, helping those in need.
Besides seeking medical attention, residents also made donations. Teresa's unconditional giving had touched the volunteers' hearts.
I want to help more, but I don't work too much right now. You help me a lot. Medicine, vision, and acupuncture right now. And next time I come for dental because somebody comes for dental and if they have a room for the other person.
I think hopefully in the future we have Dr. Gary Gerstetter. He's the head of the dentistry department at Loma Linda International Dentistry School. And we hope that in the future we can join hands to do more advertising for you, for more patients.
In San Bernardino, there are many homeless who also need help. In the future, volunteers hope to conduct more free clinics to provide medical services for this population.
Recently, Indonesia, Tzu Chi volunteers have held free clinics in the northern Jakarta. As many of the residents live in poverty, they lack medical care. Besides giving treatments, doctors also talked about disease prevention with the local residents.
In Jakarta's northern area, Indonesia Tzu Chi volunteers conduct regular free clinics for the senior citizens. Isan's parents usually will come to serve the patients. Unfortunately, they could not participate in the event this time. Therefore, he's here to help out.
I have always enjoyed watching DaAi TV. My parents would also talk about the TV programs. I'm glad to have the chance to come here and volunteer. I wanted to seize this opportunity.
This patient has suffered from sciatica nerve pain for a while. At first, only his right leg couldn't move. Now he has difficulties walking around on both legs. As the healthcare is quite expensive, he has endured the pain all the way till the free clinic was held.
Kita juga mengharapkan dengan obat dari sini ini mungkin ya.
I hope after the free clinic there will be some positive improvements for my legs. Thank you for providing us with free medical services. It helped me lessen the financial burden.
At another free clinic, 61-year-old Inok was diagnosed with heart disease 3 years ago. Both her legs could not walk, making it difficult for her to go out.
I don't have strength in both of my legs. I couldn't go out. But when I arrived at the venue, many people have come and helped me. They were very nice to me.
Besides providing medical advices and medication, the medical team also talk about disease prevention with the public members.
We wanted to focus on disease prevention, letting the public to change their habits or diet in order to protect them from serious diseases.
Most of the residents in this area lived in poverty, and a lot of them are also Tzu Chi care recipients. Meanwhile, the medical team has come to deliver care for this patient with stroke.
I never thought that doctors will personally come here to provide treatment for my father. I am grateful.
Through the Tzu Chi Free Clinic, many residents' health has improved. The medical team and volunteers were happy to see these improvements.
Taiwan has an average of more than 1,000 orphans per year. The older they are, the less likely they are to be adopted. Many orphans need to move out of the resettlement institutions when they turn legal age. This is a challenge for them as many lack living skills to become independent.
I'm Wu Yuxiang. I'm 20 years old this year. When I was in the second year of elementary school, I came to the Datong Children's Home.
Facing the camera, he points to all of the buildings as he is willing to introduce all of them to us. He spent a decade here. Wu Yuxiang is 20 and is a university freshman. As a sophomore in high school, he left the orphanage.
I wanted it to move out early because I think there are more people who need that space. I could work and study and live on my own. If I'm able to be independent, shouldn't I give it a try?
Wu Yuxiang, a handsome young man, is quite popular in school and he frequently comes back to visit the orphanage. There's a special reception today and he has come to help. However, he isn't ashamed of growing up in this type of environment.
At that time, my family suffered from economic problems. The other point is that there was some domestic violence that was reported.
1/3 of the kids at the Datong Children's Home have been resettled because of domestic violence. Wu Yuxiang also knew from an early age he wanted to be self-reliant. He even did part-time jobs while in high school.
He will share with you his workplace experience. He also talks about the injustice he sees in the workplace. The way that he's able to respond in both the workplace and school shows that he can survive and he's quite independent and strong.
We sit like this, 4 people at the table eating together. This table has a lot of memories for me. It's 1187 now, and we could count how much electricity we use each month.
This children's home mimics a rental apartment. This is intended to help those children better integrate into society step by step. In the end, they will be forced to live alone. According to the Ministry of Health and Welfare, there were 4,885 orphan children in Taiwan in 2017. Some 30% were taken care of by foster families, and nearly 70% were sent to group homes. In 2017, 267 children were successfully adopted, with only 4 of them more than 6 years old. Asked whether he wants to return to his real family, Wu's answer is usually the same.
I really don't want to go home. As a single person, I think that I can do anything if I have courage. I just need to be brave.
Wu Yuxiang, who is studying electronic engineering, wants to study in a graduate institute. He hopes to enter the science and technology industry. He also wants to be a manager and be self-reliant and accumulate his own achievements. These are his aspirations.
国中毕业 没有升学，就必须离开寄养家庭。
If you graduate from middle school and don't continue to go to school, you must leave the foster home, the nursery, and the children's home. This means that a 15-year-old without a guardian signing for them may not even be able to do odd job. You can only work when you're over 16 years old. From the age 15 to 16, it's really easy to be recruited to a gang or spend a lot of time hanging out.
There are more than 1,000 children each year waiting for foster care. Older children can only stay in institutional care for so long before they are forced to enter society. Taiwan's social welfare system lacks manpower to care for everyone. Even 2/3 of student university social welfare programs in college are unwilling to enter this profession. Before these young people go into society, they have to learn the important lessons of self-reliance and courage.
67-year-old Mr. Gong suffered from pancreatic cancer for over 4 years. Recently, his condition has worsened as he was transferred to hospice care. Hualien Tzu Chi Hospital planned an event to exhibit his poetry. 67-year-old Mr. Gong holds each hand tightly to express his gratitude for the medical team for their care and companionship. He has suffered from pancreatic cancer for 4.5 years. He has been facing the impermanence of life with wisdom.
Doctors told me I had pancreatic cancer and only 3 months left to live. I can only accept it. I didn't cry. I just smiled and told the doctor that I didn't expect longevity, but to not do anything wrong in life.
Although he only has an elementary school degree, he devoted his best effort to everything he does. He was known to be a perfectionist in construction and has helped build the Jingsi Abode and Jingsi Halls. He's also talented in literature, and he has even written some poetry. Mr. Gong's wish is to extend the value of his life. Hualien Tzu Chi Hospital opened a poetry exhibition for his work.
He never complained about his life, even if he's ill. Instead, he lived his life with passion and dedication to things that are meaningful to him. He's always looking for things to contribute his time and energy.
I'll make the best of my life every day, just like my father did.
His positive mind has encouraged many doctors and patients. The meaning of life is not how long you live, but if you've lived each day with the right attitude. His wisdom is a true inspiration to all. At the Taipei Tzu Chi Hospital, the patients and their families share their thoughts and feelings at the weekly afternoon tea time. Moreover, they also express their deepest gratitude to the medical staff.
The beautiful songs relax everyone. At the weekly afternoon tea time for Taipei Tzu Chi Hospital's patients and their families, everyone is feeling love and warmth. Mrs. Hong, who's applauding along with everyone, is glad that her son will be discharged on this day.
I'm Jiawe's mother from Indonesia. My son, who has myeloma, has come here for treatment. With Dr. Gao's treatment, he's feeling much better. I want to thank Dr. Gao.
Zhang Zhen, who was injured at a car accident in China, shares his feelings during the treatment.
The medical staff was very mindful as they asked about the conditions of the patients' families. I was right next to them, and I felt for the families since I was awake.
Tzu Chi volunteer Yang Zhongjian, who had a narrow escape from death due to an auto accident, has much thoughts to share with everyone.
Back then, I almost lost all signs of life. Our superintendent and the medical team have saved me from the brink of death. I hope that we will continue to work hard to serve the public for the rest of our lives.
We do not have a claim on our life, but only the right to use it. Only when we seize the moment to do good deeds can we truly live out the value of our lives.
The Jinsu Books and Cafe at Taipei Tsuji Hospital started a study group in 2012, and they have read a series of 26 books on Master Zheng Yan's footprints. The 102-year-old Dr. Chen Kui-chen is also a member. Because of him, everyone now speaks Taiwanese in the study group.
In Xindian district of Taiwan, a new member has joined the study group. Therefore, the volunteers have changed the language into Taiwanese.
I used to think that giving away is about material possessions, such as money or time, but the master taught me that it's not about that. To give away means to let go of our worries.
Dr. Chen Kui-chen was born in 1918. Besides serving at the free clinics, he also participates in the volunteer training program. He is now cultivating his blessing and wisdom.
What touched me the most was there were patients who were bedridden, but when they heard I was 100 years old, they got up. At that moment, it made me joyful and touched, because it meant my trip to the free clinic was worth it.
The study group has been going on for 7 years, in which it has attracted many people to join.
When we were speaking Chinese, he couldn't understand what we were saying. So one day, we felt that we should let him know more about Tzu Chi. So we started speaking in Taiwanese. When he heard us reading in Taiwanese, he was so happy. He said it allowed him to learn a lot.
Now the new centenarian member happily learns master's wisdom in the study group.
30-year-old Zhang Yongjie had a car accident 8 years ago, causing him to suffer from a heavy brain damage. To thank Tzu Chi volunteers' care, his mother took him to visit the humanitarian Ecotech Pavilion to learn more about recycling concepts. Yongjie's repeated volunteers' explanation about the kind of plastic bags that can be recycled at the humanitarian Ecotech Pavilion. He said that he has been doing recycling at home. Yongjie is 30 years old this year, but both of his mental and physical reactions are slow. He had a car accident 8 years ago, and his brain was damaged severely. He almost became a PVS patient.
Now he's like a child and he needs to learn everything from the beginning. This is something I can't teach him. Coming here today is a good chance to educate him as he really learned a lot.
With his mom's companionship, Yongjie visited the pavilion with a joyful heart. He has learned the recycling concepts mindfully.
Since he had a car accident, Tzu Chi volunteers have been caring for us. We are really grateful for the great love.
His mom expressed her gratitude to all the support they received. Later, she aspires to give back to society. In the senior class of U.S. Tzu Chi El Monte Service Center, volunteers teach seniors to cook vegetarian cuisines. We'll leave you with these images and thank you for joining us. Goodbye.